All right, hey, I'm back. So, the recording cut off, so this part is just like a little edited. Uh, oh yeah, so the recording cut off, so I had to stop the recording and then put record Ben. Now we're back here. So yeah, Russell was sitting on a bench, heading down from what I could see, even this far away, struggling to breathe. Roswell, Dave, cornered closer before stopping. Stopping before him, unsure what to say or do at first, before he glanced at me briefly. Good morning. Hey, I found the notes downstairs and holding the limp banner, the act of dropping an envelope in Roswell's lap, a single name written on front. What's this? Russell looked for me in the letter, watched me pick it up, and see that it was addressed to me. That's for you. For me? Carefully, I opened the letter, pulling out the contents, and started to read. Dave, if you're reading this, then our vacation is about to be over. In the best way possible, too, I wrote this in hopes that when we come back from the watermill that we've all survived. But we'd be able to go home and put all this behind us. Ooh, I'm starting to feel something, guys. I'm starting to feel something. Hold on. Things are never that simple, are they? There's always something that gets overlooked. Someone that gets overlooked and lost in the way. If you're reading this, then either you came back to the mansion without me, or I gave you this letter. For what it's worth, I hope I'm the one that's able to give this to you. I was doomed at the beginning, Dave. I was never meant to live past this vacation. Oh my god. Uh-oh. Why is this here? Stop! I was doomed from the beginning, Dave. I was never meant to live past this vacation. From making myself more sick to get clearer visions from the vault, trying anything and everything to keep you safe and alive. After all, if you died, what that meant for the rest of us? It's the same thing as letting Memphis get access to the vault. No matter what happened, I couldn't allow that to happen either. All that ever mattered was, oh, this music. All that ever mattered was to give you as much time as I possibly could, and hopefully you'd outlive your friend who was doomed to die all those years ago. But I'm not sad about it. Even if I may die soon, I know that I'll do so happy. Not, I have no regrets about what I did, and if I did, and if I had to do it over again, I would. Not because of some grand ideal like love, or because I was deluded enough to think that I was able to save the world, but because it was right. In whatever warped way right here means anyway. My choices were between doing nothing and watching you all die, or choosing one person to take the fall and save the rest. Oh my god, Roswell. I should, or at least that's what Thanatos told me. I wish I never had to make that decision. Years of nightmares and insistence of someone I trusted knew better convinced me otherwise. Instances, by the way. And then when I asked my uncle what was happening to me, he looked so sad and offered to help me with whatever I needed no matter what. He offered his house. He offered everything he could to create a space where you were taken from so much danger. if only for us to throw you right back in. I'm sorry, Dave. I'm sorry for everything I put you through, for everything I did wrong, and for everything I can't protect you from in the future. I'm sorry this road caused so much pain and suffering, and that I wasn't able to make you understand sooner. Writing this is hard. You know that I'm looking, but you know what I'm looking forward to the most, even if I never get to see it or rather remember it. It's meeting you again when we're. Oh, oh, oh my! I'm looking forward to meeting when the universe ends and everything resets after all those years. I'm looking forward to meeting you again. Even if something as simple as building a snowman that day is incredibly special to me. But what are the chances any of this is real? Or any of these even happening? Even now, I'm wondering if this was just some huge cruel joke by the gods or a demon just to make us suffer for entertainment. If I'm being honest, I'm scared, Dave. I'm scared of what's about to happen now. That we're close to the end. Will it hurt? Will you forget me? Am I going to see my mom again? If you get to see her, will you tell her I love her? Just in case I can't? I put the letter down looking at Roswell. The letter he ended there without him even signing his name. Roswell. Standing there in the front, I could tell he was at peace. Now smiling, he looked calm. Oh my god! Oh! Oh my god! He just died right there! Oh! As I struggled to come to terms with what was in front of me, the weight of the envelope registering heavy enough to make it more than just paper inside. Another metal was engraved with a style M. Roswell! I flinched hearing Osmond bellow somewhere in the backyard. Immediately, I understood the position I was in and started to cry. Already missing Roswell, the sad discovery that Osmond was about to make, and the tragedy that he wasn't coming home with us. I trudged back the way it came, having left the leather with Roswell and Thanatos. God, that hurts, bro. That hurts. I looked down, made myself known, emerging from the hedge maze. So I didn't say anything. My face said it all. I came to a stop before it, cheeks wet with tears and threatening to cry again. Roswell. He's. He's. He crumpled slightly. The crutch that he was using beat this as he sat down on the steps looking into the backyard and quietly started to cry. Eyes forward, all he did. Not react when I sat next to him offering a hug. We sat like that for a while, long enough to lose track of how long it's been. The only reason I knew had time passed was Haas rushing out to tell us help was on its way. With Osmond injured, getting down the driveway wasn't was difficult, but we managed as a group to leave the mansion behind, step out into the open road, onto the road to wait before long help would telltale sirens signaling someone that has come to help. 3 weeks later. Uh, 3 weeks later. It's been a long 2 weeks. A lot of us just crying and breaking down on the way to the hospital and the police station to explain what happened. It was a miracle that we were, for the most part, uninjured, or at least physically. I had to keep Tyson in the hospital and only got discharged him a few days before after surgery. Apparently, he was lucky with how the bullet had hit him, though it was going to be a potential years for him to fully recover. And it meant that he couldn't go to Roswell's funeral, but given the circumstances, no one blamed him. The rest of us were shaken and still a little jittery. Maybe we all thought that we were going to be haunted or about to wake up back on the mountain. As the nights went by, though, the easier it got to realize that I was safe at home, and this wasn't a dream that Thanatos was feeding me. I looked over at Tyson leaning against the tree and watched on as I tended to Dad's grave. He shot me a small smile, though I could tell he was in pain. You need more medicine? Nah, I'll be fine. Yeah, but do you need medicine right now? No, I'll be fine. Thanks. You sure? Just keep talking to Dad. I'm not going anywhere. I know, but I'm just, playing it careful. Careful. What's dangerous about this place? Hey, you almost died. Right, yeah. I know that's probably more comfortable over there, but you can come closer if you like. In a bit. It's just gotta be careful. Lele gestured to his front where I knew under his clothes he was heavily bandaged though. Yeah, I know. Noticing him, looked off to the side quickly, following Paul's gaze, two familiar people walking towards us. Who the fuck are you? Hello. As I looked between the two of us, his voice held low, closer to a mumble. Was him with his sister? That's Florencia? That's Roswell's mom. We met at the. Oh. How are you two? Fine. And yourself? Injured. Ah, but recovering well, I hope. Flora, this is hardly the place. If not here, then where, Ozzy? Are you two here visiting Roswell? Among other things. Flora had something she wanted to give you. It's not money, is it? We didn't end up finding them all the medals, so. Ozzy, you didn't go bribing them, did you? I offered incentive. Well, in any case, I suppose I should rightly hand over what I have, She dug around her pocket briefly before offering a medal to me to take it. It was enough for Tyson, wandering over carefully with a frown. The fuck is that for? Oh, you never know. But not only was the vault door open, what was inside that got destroyed? What was inside was destroyed, so we don't really have a need for this anymore, do we? You might not need it. You might not have a need for it, but someone might. Meaning she's symbolically offering it to you, Dave. Or I suppose literally as well. The act itself is more important. I don't get it. The game might be over now, but who's to say it won't come in handy when you play again? The fact that she's breaking the fourth wall is crazy. I gave her a look and she just chuckled lightly. Come on, take it. What harm could it do? I took the mail from her, looking over as she stepped back. Virgo. Interesting. Well, I hit a couple, but I still had this one and one other. Not that I have both on me now. And you thought to only bring one? That's not going to do well for our experiment to go giving everything away, is it? Osmond grunted, shaking his head before looking from his sister to us. Well, it was nice to see you both. We probably should be moving along. But Ozzy, I don't want to talk about this symbolism ready. They don't need that. Hell, I don't need that. They get it. Spoiled sport. Answer me something real quick. Hmm? What is it, Tyson? So all this stuff, was it worth it to you? I like to think so. Though how much of that is necessary sacrifices versus hopefulness that there was a point to all of this after all? Necessary sacrifices? Some the idea while things played out the way they did now, it's only so that things could play out some other time in some other go around of the cosmic cycle. She's talking about like a second. She's talking about like a second run. I felt myself frown at her, though she didn't seem to register my reaction. So to that end, all I could do is hope that while it's sad for us now, somewhere out there we're happier, but we still have the potential to incite change for the better. And that's enough. Hassan took his sister by the shoulder, guiding her away from Dad's grave. I wish you the best health to you two. It might take a long road to recovery, but I can say that things for, at least for now, well, they should be alright. Oswin? Yes? Take care of yourself. He gave me a long stare before, slowly, a shy smile crept on his face. I'll try. He wandered away and got up before Tyson popped in. Home time? Only if you're ready to go. You're the one recovering from an injury. Don't want to keep you out too late when you'd rather be comfortable in front of the television. Well, it's not like we could get much else. Not for the next bit, anyway. When I get clearance to start exerting myself again, you're in trouble. Oh, really now? We shot each other a sly grin before laughing. Ty gingering, gingerly placing an arm around my shoulder as we took one last look at Dad's grave. All right, Ty, let's head home. And enough he did. Though thought shaky to start, the months passed by, things started to settle. We soon found a sort of happiness we could call our own, which accumulated into asking Tyson to marry. Oh, that's so sweet. I don't think I've seen him so emotional, though there's probably a lot more swearing whenever I tease him about it to our friends. He found a small job around the time Dean asked if I wanted to run a cafe with him. So both of us working each day, the cycle of waking up, working hard, then finding comfort in each other's arms as the evening wore on. Everyone was around too. Funnily enough, no one really seemed keen on moving far away from each other after the month was up, though I could never place exactly why exactly. Fear, maybe, or just obligation. Sal ended up managing a local gym and seemed to be happy. Happy enough, anyway. He was constantly on my case, making sure I stopped by every now and then to get me off the sofa. Hassan ended up getting real into something for his online job. For his online job, if I couldn't tell if it was playing video games or talking about anime or something. But I met his girlfriend though through that. She's nice. Orlando did end up opening his own bakery, though it took a while, years in fact. But the day it was open, it was the happiest I ever seen him. No idea what happened to the rest of his family. It's something he chooses not to talk about. As for Oswin, I never saw him again. Never heard from him or his sister again, as if they just disappeared entirely. I found myself occasionally sitting at home wondering if this was really the end, or if things could have played out any differently. But who's to say? Path A end. We fucking did it, guys. We did it. We did it, chat. Oh, this was amazing. Oh shit, there's more. Hold on one sec. Well done. Whoa. You reached the end. Finally. It's good to see you. Are you wondering what exists here at the end of time? At the end of life? Let me show you. First, let's check a few things, shall we? Memories across time and space. Is there more? I think I'd want to end it off right there, guys. Any music? Wow. Well, guys, that was Password. My first gameplay playthrough. This game is, we're not done with this game yet, chat. We still have multiple endings, multiple paths to do, and we still need to figure out the secret ending or the true ending. So, this isn't it for Password. So, I'd be on the lookout for more Password if I were you, chat. I want to thank you all so much for joining me on this adventure. Ever since I started my YouTube channel, ever since I started posting more again, visual novels. Password is like a really good visual novel. I highly recommend you guys check it out. It had its highs and lows, made me cry, made me be emotional, and even brought me together with someone. But I thank you all so much for watching this, for joining me in my first game playthrough on Password. I'm gonna start focusing a little bit more on Spectrum of Hybrids and starting No More Future. So, but that doesn't mean Password's over, guys. We're still gonna play some more Password. I'm just gonna take a little break from it. Anywho, thank you all so much for everything. Thank you all so much for your support. I love you guys. Have a fabulous rest of your night. I'ma go to bed. It's 2 a.m. Have a wonderful rest of your night, guys. Peace out. Bye bye.